You had the opportunity to win the TNA championship on TNA version, and then after you left the company, you went to WWE, you returned to the company, Slammiversary happened, Eddie Edwards was the champion, and suddenly the world-class Maniac did exactly what he did. He conquered the Impact Wrestling world champion at that point, the Impact World Champion. How do you felt, having the opportunity that the company put all the trust in you once again to hold the maximum title?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge honor. I'm not saying that jokingly or, without some humility. It's, the first one was a massive deal. The first time you win a world championship and people can't take that away from you. I'll be part of wrestling history long after I'm gone. Winning it the second time for me was, in a way, more special. It was, what's the word I'm looking, it's not revenge. It would, it's justification is I'm not good at anything else, but I'm very good at this. And I've been very good at this for a very long time. And that to me is retribution, as a person that was forgotten and pushed aside and not given an opportunity to show what I can do. And then to be given that by another wrestling company, it's a huge compliment to me. It's something that I crave. I want that responsibility. I want them to lean on me. I want them to trust me. I want them to put the pressure on me to perform, to deliver. And anytime I've been asked to do that, I've done it. And it's something that I absolutely crave.
Perfect. Eric nos cuenta que obviamente una vez gana el primer título fue especial por muchos motivos. Ya soy parte de la historia, nadie puede borrarme esto. Pero el segundo título fue más especial. Gana el Campeonato Mundial de Impact de manos de Eddie Edwards. Y la palabra que él estaba buscando, justificación. Yo nací para esto, yo no soy bueno, yo soy demasiado bueno en esto. Y la empresa, el hecho de que ponga toda su fe en él es algo simplemente una oportunidad increíble. Things were really different with you on the WWE era. How do you felt going back to the place that saw you rise as a wrestler at one point and having the opportunity to have, for the first time in many years, the ball in your hands and just run with it?
Yeah, I mean, it feels awesome. It's hard to describe, being a person that has loved wrestling since I was 3. As sure as I'm sitting here today, I'm living my childhood dream, and I continue to do it. And I'm thankful for it, but I put in the work. I've made the sacrifices, and what I've received in wrestling, I earned the hard way, but I earned it. I promise you, I earned it. So being back with them and being put in that role and in a leadership role, in a main star attraction role, being somebody that they trust and they lean on, and a huge part of the process of what goes on the show and what I do and what the group of VBD does. It's an amazing responsibility to have, and not one that I take lightly. So, it's coming home is the best way for me to describe it. And I've got the word fate tattooed on my right arm, and that's because it's something that I believe in, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Happiest I've ever been. I'm not bitter. I'm not upset. Things just happen, and there's no hard feelings one way or the other, but I'm really happy to be where I'm at.
Perfect. Eric nos dice que él veía lucha libre y era fanático de la industria desde que tiene 3 años. Está viviendo su childhood dream, su sueño de niñez. Él ama esto con todas sus fuerzas, y tener la oportunidad de que Impact le haya dado la bola en sus manos y correr, se siente bien porque la empresa pone toda su confianza en ti. Significa que trabajan contigo, eres una parte importante de su show, valoran lo que haces, te respetan como competidor, y es una sensación simplemente increíble. Trabajar con BBD, como él dice, con Violent by Design, entre muchísimas otras cosas que está haciendo, es una oportunidad tremenda para él y para su carrera. Él está viviendo su sueño todavía. Which actually leads me to my next question. You managed once again in your career to reinvent yourself and create Violent by Design, a stable that once we saw it, I never expected to see Joe Doring, All Japan Pro Wrestling Triple Crown on Impact Wrestling. I never expected to see Cody Deaner as he is today, or Rhino at this point. I mean, how do you manage to reinvent yourself, but not just yourself? Like, you managed to reinvent 3 other guys and push them to the next level.
Yeah, it's cool that people in North America are being introduced to Joe through me. Joe's a guy that I've known for 20 plus years, and I can remember seeing him around Scott's and you know, being a young kid at Scott's and thinking like, man, this guy's a big dude. You know, he's a giant man. And then seeing him go to Japan and be the Triple Crown winner and be super successful. You know, a lot of people here don't know him and they're being introduced to him now, but he was a massive star in Japan. And he's going to be a massive star here. And it's cool to be part of his journey, you know, and to help him and aid him in whatever way. I want him to be himself. I'm not trying to change him. That's not what wrestling is. But yeah, and Cody's a guy I've been friends with for years. And I see a lot of myself in him. You know, he was a comedy wrestler and then, you know, people not typecast, but he's kind of stuck in that role and he has to totally reinvent himself and become something different. And I did that, you know, 10, 12 years ago, and now he's doing it. And he's showing that he's one of the most talented guys on TV. And it's something that I've known forever. And now people are getting to see it. And Rhino was, I mean, for lack of a better word, was designed to be with us. It's the group is awesome. I'm a huge part of the decision process. The name was my idea. Yeah, it's been really cool. It's a collaborative effort, but it's very cool to be included in that. And it's something that the fans have been really receptive to. And I think that we're really just getting started. This is the tip of the iceberg.
Perfect, I'll translate this. Él menciona algo bien importante. Este grupo, él tiene la oportunidad de crearlo, de ponerle el nombre, fue su idea, de tener la oportunidad de decisión en la toma de decisiones de este grupo. Es un grupo, es un colectivo, todo el mundo tiene la oportunidad de aportar, pero lo interesante es Joe Doring, un luchador que fue triple corona en All Japan Pro Wrestling, que se convierte en una estrella ya. Eric lo conoce hace más de 20 años trabajando con Scott. Recuerda verlo como un chamaquito, un young boy allí con Scott de Amore trabajando. Y recuerda como que, wow, esto es un massive dude, este tipo es grandote, va a ser grande. Y tener la oportunidad de ver a Joe Doring acá y darle la oportunidad es algo simplemente increíble. Él entiende que él va a ser una estrella enorme acá en Impact, al igual que lo fue en All Japan Pro Wrestling. Cody es un chamaco que él dice que él ve mucho de lo que él era en un pasado, el luchador que hacía comedia, el luchador que hacía cosas goofy, tener la oportunidad de reinventarse y de convertirse en una de las mejores personas en la programación televisiva de Impact, que es algo que él sabía que podía hacer. Rhino era una persona que estaba diseñada para esto. It was designed for this, como él menciona. Y es algo simplemente increíble tener la oportunidad de trabajar todos juntos, brindándoles un excelente producto.